Hi everyone, I'm Paola of Paola Ponce Nails, and today I want to help you create a perfect set of French tip nails. This is one of the things that most nail technicians struggle with and really struggle to get it in within the same time that they do a one color gel manicure. Today I'm going to be using Leaf Gel Premium products to show you how to make that perfect French. So let's get started. First, you would want to choose a base color for the body of the nail. You can choose anything from a peach to a pink color to clear or to a light cream or beige tone as well. I'm going to be using 84. It's a peachy tone color with a little bit of glitter, borderline kind of shimmer really, and you can see it on my tip. I have already applied it. I'm gonna go with one layer of this color. You can by all means do two if you like. It's on the preference and also perhaps on the skin tone of your client. So here you go. I've done one layer of it, and I've also cut out my smile line on this particular tip, but that was only because this tip kind of created a lip for my nail. At home you do not have to cut out the French. So unless you really want to, or it helps or benefits you at the salon. You're gonna want to have a liner brush. Here I have Leaf Gel Premium's Liner L brush, and you're also going to want to have a French brush. And if you do not have a French brush, the one that has that kind of slope angled cut there, you can just have a square or flat brush. Either is okay, and that's the reason why that's going to be okay is because you're going to have your liner brush to help you get into where that little point would usually get to on the nails. So let's get started. My recommendation to achieve a quick French gel application is to grab a white that's very pigmented and that only requires one coat for full coverage. In this case, I'm going to use Leaf Gel's number 2, and this is sort of like a matte white, very rich. You only need one layer. So if you're doing nail art, for example white marble nails, all you have to do is one coat of this and move on to your black marbling. In this case, we are going to use the one layer benefit to create that perfect French without going over it twice. Most of the times I think this is the problem, that we create our French and we outline it twice. I'm going to show you this technique where you only outline it once, and this is going to help you quickly create a set of French gel nails at the salon. So we're going to start with our French brush, and my tip number 1 for this set of nails is to saturate your brush with the white. And for this you can use any lint-free surface, but most convenient, I think the lid of the pod is definitely the more accessible and convenient. So you want to take a small amount of white and saturate both sides of your brush. And you're also going to want to do this with your liner brush. So while you're at it, you're pretty much prepping yourself for a quick, smooth French tip application. And you can do your French any color. Obviously the more traditional is a pink and white or a peach and white, but definitely obviously a white tip. And I want to say that that's definitely the most challenging to conquer is the white tip French. I find that any other color you can kind of bypass any imperfections, but with the white, there's no escaping. All right, so let's get started here. We're gonna take a little bit more of our white. That was our number 2 here by Leaf Gel Premium. And you're gonna take it on one side of the brush to begin with, just like so, not very much. And you're gonna start at the center. And from the center, you're gonna move to each side of the nail. And your goal is to create a very perfect, already perfect French tip. I know that's going to be a little challenging, but don't worry because your liner brush is going to come and save you. So just pretend that this is as perfect as you need to get it and that there is no turning back sort of thing. And obviously by now you would have discussed with your client what thickness they like in the French application. Some like it thinner. I would say most do. And even the ones that do like it a little bit thinner would prefer a little bit thicker, just so that they have a space for the nails to grow out without their natural nail tips growing out or showing. Unless you're using a camouflage pink, then it's not necessary to be concerned with that, the free edge showing as the nail grows out. All right, so now what you want to do is kind of even out that white. Take a little bit on both sides to do this. And again, you're pretending like this is it. This is your final product and that there is no correcting. You would do this on all 10, or in this case actually 5 fingernails, right? One hand at a time. And then you will do your liner brush. You would not cure. You would do this on all 5 fingers on one hand. Don't cure. Take your liner brush and correct all of them. And not only correct smile lines, but make sure that you bring up this kind of French tip wing as high as you want to. And that is definitely there. Sometimes when we do our French, what happens is we put our French down, but we don't really take care of the sides of the nail. And you think you're gonna get away with it, but the client will notice once they get home, because we tend to do this and that when we get our nails done, right? So this is the moment where you're going to take your liner brush and edit and adjust your French tip to perfection. So start at the center and bring that wing all the way up. Saturate your liner brush again. Notice there's very little product on my liner brush, if any. We've already pre-saturated. And we are gonna do the same thing on the other side. What I really enjoy about highly pigmented gels is that you don't have to be concerned about creating a lip here that you then have to balance out with either base gel or builder gel. So that's the benefit of working with highly pigmented products. Right, so continue adjusting your French. So I've already raised my wing as high as I want to. And now I want to perfect my smile line. Now you might be wondering why I'm not just simply working with my angular brush to do this whole French step. And personally, I don't know if it's just me, but I'm just not one to be able to connect my brush strokes with the angular brush. So I find that my saving grace is the liner brush, because no matter how nervous I might be, how much caffeine I had that day, or simply how much I'm in a time crunch, I have my liner L brush to correct and edit my smile line, so I don't really get nervous or paranoid if something's not perfect quite yet. Alright folks, now don't get into the maze of the French, and that's basically when you don't know when to stop. Obviously we want to achieve perfection, and obviously this is why we're creating this video for you, but this is perfect for me, this is going to be perfect for your client, and this is all you're going to need to pretty much achieve doing a set of French tip nails in the salon in about the same time, or in really the same time as a one color gel manicure application. So once you're happy with that, cap your gel, cure it for 30 seconds, and again, because highly pigmented products such as Leaf Gel Premium do not create thickness and can be applied thinly with full coverage, you don't have to worry about balancing that nail out. Most of the times with certain products, you'll do 2 coats and not end up creating a lip on the tip of the nail that you would then have to balance out. If not, when you put your top coat, which is the thinnest gel coat application really, then you're gonna end up with a lip or groove or wave, okay? So after curing for 30 seconds in your LED light or 2 minutes in your UV light, you're going to take your top coat and you're gonna top coat this guy. As per usual, cure your top coat for 60 seconds to achieve maximum shine effect on your nail. Now you have a beautiful, smooth French tip nail using Leaf Gel Premium products. Thank you for watching my video. Like, comment with your feedback, and make sure to subscribe to our channel. We'll see you on our next video.